Hello everybody, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. So today's pick a card reading is a you versus them reading, and I have 3 piles for you guys to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hello pile 1. So today's pick a card reading is a you versus them reading. And I just gave Joplin her food, so if you can hear her crunching away, I'm sorry. But if you've never seen a you versus them reading on YouTube before, essentially how it goes is these cards here are going to look into how each one of you is showing up energetically in this connection, what your energies towards the connection are, as well as what the connecting energy is. We'll also pull tarot for both of you when it comes to what you're thinking, feeling, and what's shifting. And we'll do the connecting energies for those as well. So let's go ahead and get started with person number 1, who's being represented as the horse, the queen, and the mother. And their energy toward the connection is round and round. Person number 2 is being shown as the otter, the firefly, and child orphan. And their energy toward the connection is why. The connecting energies between the two of you right now is the gem. Okay. So, pile 1. Let's go ahead and start with the horse. So, the horse person seems to be really leveling up right now, really having some sort of momentum going in their own life. They could be working out, meditating, really focusing on self-improvement of any kind, really. And in having done this, they're no longer focusing their energy, or perhaps they are focusing their energy, but physically they're not showing signs of focusing their energy on this otter person. It seems like these two people are not in contact currently. It seems as though the horse person has let the otter person go. And if it was the otter person who let the horse person go, the horse person allowed it, just let it happen and didn't put up a fight. And this has upset the otter in some sort of way. We have the mother here as a parental figure in the horse energy. And then we have the child orphan here in the otter energy. So this is telling me that the otter really feels the severed energy or energetic cord between these two people. I also get the feeling that the otter was somebody who really wasn't all that invested in this connection when it would have mattered. They were somebody who was constantly making excuses, who perhaps was hot and cold, who would come in and out of this person's life, this horse person's life. And now that the horse person is no longer focusing the majority of their energy on this connection, it seems as though this otter person feels abandoned in some kind of way. But the horse is leveling up. The horse is taking what they have learned from this connection, or taking the emotions that they are feeling from this connection, and they are channeling it into self-improvement, self-development, self-growth. And they're honoring themselves. I do get the feeling that this is something that probably goes on and on and on multiple times. There's a cycle that hasn't been finished with round and round here. And so this horse person might not necessarily feel as though this connection is truly at its end. But also round and round is telling me that they could be ruminating over what has transpired between the two of these people. And the otter person is doing the same thing, is ruminating with why here. They're asking themselves the tough questions that I don't think they've ever asked themselves before. They're asking themselves why they are the way that they are, why they do things the way they do, why they self-sabotage, why they let this connection go. they're really in a reflective period, and they're really beating themselves up right now. The energy between the two of these people is the gem. So this is telling me that even though right now things don't look very appealing, from an outsider's perspective, things don't look like a connection that one would want to jump on into, there's something special here still, something very rare, and both parties still feel it. But let's go ahead and look into what each one of these people is thinking. What is person one currently thinking? What is the horse currently thinking? Okay, we have the sun. What is the horse currently thinking? Okay, we have the sun, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. And let's look into what the otter is currently thinking. What is the otter currently thinking? We have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Okay, that wanted to come out. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Star. This is really, this confirms what I was just talking about. It seems like the horse person is thinking that they really want to just focus on their own healing. They are unwilling to be the one that takes the first step, that tries to get this connection back on track, that tries to wave a white flag. They are not going to be that person. They refuse. This is an active choice, an active decision that they have made to not be the mother anymore, to not be the one that continuously cleans up the pieces, cleans up the mess whenever there is a mistake that is made. This person is actively shutting out the otter. And I don't think it's like entirely, like it doesn't feel like they're shutting out the otter if the otter were to come forward, but they're not going to be the one that makes the effort. What's the otter thinking? The otter has come to a huge realization, and I think this is why they are asking themselves why. Why did I let this person go? Or why did I let this person leave? Why did I behave the way I did? Because in all honesty, this person is seeing this connection as something that they've always desired, something that they've always wanted. This person, it seems like the otter is realizing the horse ticks off all the boxes. The horse is someone that they could have a genuine future with and be truly happy. But now it feels like a distant memory or a distant wish, a wish that probably won't come true. This person is really kicking themselves. Let's see how the horse is feeling. How is the horse currently feeling? We have the Hermit, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Even though the horse is on a path to healing, it doesn't mean that they're healed yet. This connection has really bruised them, has really hurt them in some kind of way, and they're mourning it. But the way in which they are mourning this is by being alone. They're not taking action right now. They don't want to. There's a desire here to rest, to recuperate, to learn from past mistakes, to grow. This person wants to be alone just in general. So it's not just staying away from this otter person. This person is healing by isolating themselves from everyone currently, or from at least the majority currently. And let's look into how the otter person is feeling. How are they currently feeling? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. It seems like this person is trying not to panic, and instead is really focusing on staying grounded, staying secure within themselves. But it doesn't matter. No matter how much they try to ground themselves, no matter how much they try to distract themselves or convince themselves that what they're doing is the right thing, they keep getting called. They just feel such a curiosity toward the horse. But they also realize that they wouldn't be able to come back with just some sort of half-ass excuse like they have in the past, where they just make excuses or just come in and out. They would genuinely have to make an effort that is authentic to them. They would have to prove that they're not playing around this time. What is shifting for the horse? Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, we have the Star. And we have the Nine of Wands. And what's shifting for the Otter? We have the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So what's shifting for the horse? The horse seems to be coming up into that healing phase where they're going to finally not be feeling that pain, not be feeling that heartache. And also I get the feeling that things that they have been manifesting are on their way to them. I think forgiveness is here. There's an element here of either forgiving this other person or forgiving themselves. And I think that there also might be an emotional offer on the way from this otter. What's shifting for the otter is they're kind of, I wouldn't say that in the near future they're coming out of the immaturity that they've been in, but they're waking up to it and they're working on it. They want to work on this, and it's shifting for them. They're shifting from somebody who has been really immature into somebody who is more mature, somebody who is more stable, somebody who is more reliable, dependable. But this is a really slow process. Let's go ahead and see what the connecting energies are between the two of these people. What are the connecting energies between them when it comes to what they're thinking? Okay, we have the Fire Mother. And what about what they're feeling? The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. And what's shifting for the both of them? The Hold. Okay. So when it comes to what both of these people are thinking, it seems like they're both trying really hard to not harbor any ill will or blame toward the other person. Like, yes, things didn't go the way they did, and maybe if somebody had done X, Y, and Z, it would have. But at the end of the day, all they can do is focus on themselves and what they can give to themselves. And also recognize that no one belongs to them truly except for themselves. And in knowing that, it's easier to allow one another to be who they are. When it comes to what each one of them are thinking, they both feel abandonment. Both of them do. When it comes to what's shifting, this sadness is being lifted. The hold is all about a sadness that comes and can't be lifted, can't be released. And I'm seeing that there's sadness on both ends. There's rumination on both ends. And so what this is telling me is that something is going to be happening in the near future for the two of these people in which the sadness they feel because of this connection is going to be lifted. It could be lifted because the two of these parties are coming together again. It could be lifted because they're both working on themselves and allowing their hearts to heal, to mend. I do get the feeling that this otter person will be coming in with an offer of some kind, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the horse is going to accept it. But the horse most certainly has no intentions of coming in and making an offer for the otter. Let's go ahead and get some advice before we end this reading. Let's see, what is it that the horse person needs to hear? Okay. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. And my greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. And what is it that the otter needs to hear? My genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. All right, pile one, well, that's what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read for you today, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile two. So today's pick a card reading is a you versus them reading, and if you haven't seen a you versus them reading on YouTube before, essentially how it is I have cards here representing both of you and how you're showing up, what your energy toward the connection is. This card here represents the connecting energies currently. We'll also look into what each one of you is thinking, feeling, and what's shifting, as well as the connecting energies for those. And then we will get some advice for both people. So person one is currently showing up as the beaver and God. And the light attributes of God are benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And their current energy toward the connection is number 26, happy, happy. Person number two is showing up as the shark and the goddess. The light attribute of the goddess is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. And their energy toward the connection currently is number 7, to the sea. The connecting energies between the two of these people currently is the warrior. So I would say, pile 2, that this, just based on the warrior alone, that this is a long-standing connection, one that has gone through its ups and its downs, but these two people have been counterparts for a very long time. We have God and the goddess. I think it's interesting that we have masculine and feminine here in these archetype cards, but then the masculine and feminine is switched when it comes to the animal archetypes. It seems like the beaver person is really in a place right now where they are loyal, working very hard at this connection, and also are putting in an immense amount of effort to maintain this connection. They're very... This is just a very sweet energy. Whoever this person is in this connection is a very sweet and gentle person who wants the best for this connection as well as for their partner. Their energy toward the connection is happy, happy. This is telling me that they have a very strong desire for this connection to be successful and for the both of you to be very, very happy together. And I would say that right now this person probably does feel happy. But there's still a lot of work to do from the perspective of the beaver. The shark person, this is interesting. I get the feeling that this person has something on their mind that they need to say. There's something that needs to come out, some truth that needs to come out. that they have not shared. If you don't feel that, if you're the shark person, or if you're not the shark person and you don't know what this is, if you have no idea, this probably isn't your pile. Because there's something here indicating that this person has something that they really need to get out. And just a truth that needs to be said in order for this to be an authentic connection. But their energy toward the connection is number 7, go to sea, which is telling me that currently they're not actually doing anything about this. It's interesting that it's go to sea, so it's like they're currently, what I'm getting from this is that they're flowing, they're in a state of flow, going with the flow, and they're waiting for the right moment in order to share whatever it is that they need to share. I know that's very vague, but that's all I'm seeing based on these cards. So if you are the shark person, I would be curious to know what it is that you need to share with the beaver. Let's go ahead and look into what it is that the beaver is currently thinking. Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit. And let's see what the shark is currently thinking. What is the shark currently thinking? We have the 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. Oh, and then we have the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Wands, which to me represents communication, thus further confirming the fact that they have a message that they need to get out. Okay, so the beaver person knows that there's something off, but they're not quite sure what it is. They feel as though there's an illusion of some kind here. They're very curious about it. They want to know more. They could be snooping. That doesn't have to be the case, but there could be an element here of them invading the shark's personal space. But they definitely feel as though the shark has, they think the shark is leaving them or is abandoning them in some way, shape, or form, has kind of left them on their own. When it comes to the shark, what it is that they're thinking is that they know they need to get something off of their chest, but they just don't know. They don't know how. They know that this is like something logical that logically needs to be said, needs to be done, but they can't come up with either the right words or the right way in which to share whatever it is that they need to share. And so they're now looking at themselves and what it is that they have to say as a burden. This thing has become a burden on their chest or on their shoulders. What is the beaver feeling? We have the Hierophant. We have the Tower. And we have Strength. Okay, and what is the shark currently feeling? We have the Fool, Temperance, and the Moon. Okay. So the beaver is feeling kind of shocked or angry at what's happening, at the distance that's occurring, or the energy shift that they're feeling. They're feeling really shocked and rocked by it, and they don't necessarily know what to do. And one of the things that they feel shocked by is the fact that they've been a very good partner, and they've done everything the way in which they should have in order to have avoided this, but they can't force the shark to communicate if the shark does not want to communicate. And so instead, they're having to self-soothe. They're having to soothe themselves. The shark feels fear, and I think that they may have made whatever it is that they need to say out to be much bigger in their head than it actually is. And they're trying to talk themselves off the ledge of overthinking. They're trying to come back down to reality and think things through clearly, but they've overthought whatever is going on so largely, so immensely, that now it's really difficult for them to see things for what they are and to remember how easy everything really could be if they would just be honest. Let's see what's shifting for the beaver. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups, Temperance, and the Eight of Cups. And let's see what's shifting for the shark. Okay. We have Death, the Three of Swords, and the Sun. I would say that if you are the shark person and you are not wanting this beaver to walk away, to just leave you behind, it would be in your best interest to communicate what's going on, to try to make an effort to show this person that you care. Because what I see is shifting is this person is leaving. The beaver is walking away so that they can continue their journey on happiness. Because like I said at the beginning, with happy here is their energy toward the connection. Their greatest desire is to be happy and to have peace. And if they're not finding it here, they will walk away. They will walk away to find it elsewhere. And now, of course, if this is to happen and this beaver person walks away, it's not saying that the shark is going to be in doom and gloom for forever. There's going to be healing, there's going to be clarity and lessons learned, but there's definitely going to be heartbreak. Let's see what's shifting, or let's see what the connecting energies are for what they're thinking. We have fear that the light will bring judgment. You both know, you both are, like, it's on your mind. Both of you know that a conversation needs to be had, but neither one of you is having that conversation. What are they feeling? We have visions. Both people really value this connection immensely and see great things for it. And that's why this is like becoming bigger than what it needs to be. And what's shifting? We have Labyrinth. I would say that it doesn't seem like if the shark person can't come out of overthinking anytime soon, it's going to continue into the near future for the both of these people. Clarity needs to be made, and it doesn't look like there's going to be clarity in the near future. Let's go ahead and get some advice. And now keep in mind that energy is always shifting, and this could change. But as of right now, how the beaver is acting, how the shark is acting, based on what energies you both are putting into this connection, this is the outcome for the near future. And of course, nothing's ever set in stone. What does the beaver person need to hear right now? All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And what does the shark need to hear right now? We have, there is no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. And I didn't do this for the last pile, but I'm going to do it for you. I want to see what the both of you need to hear right now. We have, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. All right, pile 2. Well, that's what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching pile 2, and I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile 3. So today's pick a card reading is a you versus them reading, and if you've never seen one of these on YouTube before, essentially how it works is I've pulled cards for both of you in terms of how you're showing up in this connection, what your energy toward the connection is. I've also pulled a card here for what the connecting energies are in this connection. We'll also pull tarot for both of you in terms of what you're thinking, feeling, and what's shifting. And then we'll get the connecting energies for all 3 of those things as well. So to start, person 1 is showing up as the fox and the mystic. The light attribute of the mystic is revels in intimate union with the divine, and their energy toward the connection is time to go. Person 2 is currently showing up as the zebra and the visionary, and their energy toward the connection is milk and honey. And then the connecting energies between the 2 of these people right now is the animal. Okay, so this is really interesting, and this is a very specific message, so it might not resonate for the majority of you, and that's okay. There might be a different pile for you, but what I'm sensing is that, okay, so let's go ahead, we'll start with the fox. The fox person is somebody who is deeply loyal, who's such a good partner, who really is all in on this, but they're also very playful creatures, and this is somebody who really values their connection with source, their connection with themselves. I really get the feeling that this fox person is just a delight to be around when it comes to being in a partnership. This is somebody that you want to have by your side as a partner, as a life partner, as a friend. The zebra is somebody who is very eccentric and very out there, very fun-loving. They too are a delight to be around. They definitely, when the zebra shows up, at times it can be a sign to like go travel, and I get the sense that something like that is happening between the 2 of you currently. The visionary's light attributes are the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, a willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. I get the feeling that the zebra has inspired the fox in some way, and they are both on their way to some sort of great adventure together now because of the zebra's inspiration. It could be that they are taking their connection to the next level and moving in together, or they are traveling the world together, going on an adventure of some kind. That's what I'm seeing, is 2 people living their life to the fullest, full of energy, full of vitality, and having a lust for life. So if that resonates for you guys, let's go ahead and get into what each one of you is thinking. So let's start with the fox. I feel very excited by this reading. This is an exciting one. What is the fox currently thinking? Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Magician. And we have the Sun. I don't know if you can hear Joplin. She sometimes sleep talks, and she's sleep talking right now. She makes silly noises. Let's see what the zebra's thinking. What is the zebra currently thinking? Okay, we have the Magician for the zebra as well. The 2 of Pentacles. This is interesting. This is mirrored energy. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, they're both, well, we'll get into what you guys are both thinking in a little while. But let's start with the fox. The fox feels inspired. The fox feels on top of the world, or thinks that they can do anything that they put their mind to. They feel so ready for whatever life throws at them. All they're thinking is that they're walking on sunshine. That what they put out there is going to be given back to them tenfold. there's just so much here indicating happiness, joy. And we have the Magician again for the zebra. This person too feels very empowered, is thinking that they can handle whatever life throws at them. And is also thinking that they have this fox person's back. Whether that's financially, it seems like it might be financially. Like the fox person could potentially be a little bit concerned about money or finances. And it seems like this zebra person is like, don't worry, I got you. But that's just a very specific message for some of you. The biggest thing that I'm getting is that the zebra is under the impression that these two people are partners. And so what's mine is yours. That's kind of the message that I'm getting from this Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get into what they're feeling. What is the fox person feeling currently? Okay, we have Justice. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups. This is interesting. And then what is the zebra person feeling? We have the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, now we're going to get into depth. So with the Four of Cups, the first thing that I thought when I saw it, the first thing that I felt when I saw it was worry that the zebra might not follow through. And with the Seven of Swords here, what this is telling me is that the zebra is aware that there's worry on the fox's end, and it makes them feel not trusted. It makes them feel untrustworthy, or like they know that the fox isn't all in. But the Hierophant here, as soon as I saw the Hierophant, it reminded me of what I had just said, which was what's mine is yours. This person wants to do the right thing, wants to go about things the right way, really has like a sweet spot for this fox. And it might be that the fox sees the zebra as somebody who is so eccentric or different that they might assume that the zebra doesn't want a committed connection, for example, or anything that would be kind of within the norm in some way. And this is telling me that couldn't be further from the truth. This zebra is very interested in the fox, is very excited by the fox, and is willing to put in the work. The fox also feels excited with the Seven of Wands and Justice. There's just a nervousness about this fox. There's a little bit of a nervousness about making sure that they don't get wronged, because the fox is such a loyal person. They want to make sure that their loyalty is reciprocated. What's shifting for the fox? Okay. We have Judgment, the Seven of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. And what's shifting for the zebra? Okay. Okay, I don't know what the heck I just did. We'll take that and we'll take this one. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. Suddenly I'm just... Okay, and we have Temperance. Okay, so it seems like the fox is going to have some sort of moment in which they realize that they don't need to worry, or maybe they do need to worry. There's an element here with the Seven of Cups of illusions, of not thinking clearly, but with Judgment here, this is telling me that there's going to be a moment in which the fox thinks clearly, and with this suddenly has the foresight to take action in the way in which the fox desires. The Zebra person, it seems like the zebra person is still gonna be going with the flow, is still gonna be doing its zebra things, having a good time, but might be toning it down for the fox a little bit. Let's see what the connecting energies are. Okay, so for when it comes to what they're thinking, we have make-believe. This is telling me that you're both daydreaming, you're both coming up with ideas of things to do together. What about feeling? Okay, we have calm within transformation. Both of you are feeling yourselves growing. Both of you are feeling yourselves stepping outside of your comfort zone or being challenged in certain ways to explore yourself in ways in which you didn't realize you needed to explore or never thought of exploring before. And what's shifting for the both of them? We have the all-knower. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a time of clarity for the two of you in which you two come to an understanding of some kind. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice before we end this. What does the fox need to hear? My kindness is a gift I bestow on the world. What does the zebra need to hear? I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. Okay, pile 3. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much, pile 3, for giving me the chance to read for you. And I hope that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye.